Sender.
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 Sender. Sender. Sender. Anybody around here see a sender?
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 Sender.
Sender? Sender?
What's a sender look like? I don't know.
Sender.
I don't either.
Sender.
Let's just keep looking.
Sender?
Sender?
Sender.
Look, a clue. Sender is that way.
This isn't a sender. It's a message. It tells us who the sender.
Okay, the people who made this film are senders.
Their medium is the film, and the message is within the film.
And look!
Here's a message from another sender. In communication, the sender transmits a message to a receiver through some medium.
Gosh! Not only that, my friends, but communication always begins with a sender. Right now, I am a sender of a particular kind. I'm a public speaker, speaking publicly, personally delivering my message to my audience, the receivers. There's one of me and several of them. Hey, receivers, are you receiving? Who you are and who your audience is can affect how you deliver your message.
I'm a sender. I'm using nonverbal communication, trying to send all sorts of messages. Love, silliness, fear, joy.
In these situations, the receiver is pretty close to the sender in time and space.
I'm sending one-to-one, friend to friend.
I'm receiving one-to-one, friend to friend.
But there are situations in which the sender is farther away from the receiver.
Like all letter writers, I'm a sender. I don't know the receiver very well, so I haven't written as if we were friends. My letter contains the message. The receiver, as you can see, is far away. We are separated in space and time. This message may take several days to get to the receiver.
Or it may arrive much sooner. I'm a receiver. This letter contains a message, and so does this book. It was written by the sender several hundred years ago. That's a pretty big separation in time between sender and receiver.
Yeah, a long time.
So you see, every message has a sender whose purpose is to transmit the message to the receiver, using whatever medium is available, in spite of certain barriers that may exist. Effective communication means overcoming these barriers or avoiding them. Getting the message through. To demonstrate how to get a message through, we're going to do some planning. Fade out, please, until we have everything ready.
Hello. Glad you could make it to our meeting.
Hello.
You see, we're trying to sell ads in the program for the school play. We've gotten together to plan a sales talk.
Once we tell you what we're selling, you'll want to buy, buy, buy.
Now, our sales talk is the message. Here's how it goes. The ad you buy will... Could I have a little visual help, please? It will reach over 3,000 people in our community who'll see the play. It will let them know about your business. And equally important, it will show that you care about our students because you're helping us pay for our show. So buy an ad. Okay, that's the message. Now, are you ready to send that message to all the people in the community?
Yeah!
Then all together now, tell us about it.
A sender is a person who sets out to send some messages.
The message is the information that so same sender sends.
Medium is talking, singing, lots of information, bringing every receiver.
There's communication happening.
Hi.
Hello there. I just want to be sure you know who I am.
Hi. Could you buy an ad?
A what?
An ad for the play?
The play.
Yeah, the play.
What play?
At school.
Look, I'm sorry, we're very busy, and this sender doesn't seem to have her message clearly in mind. She doesn't seem to know what it is that she wants to say.
I guess the receiver isn't getting the message. He's probably not going to buy an ad.
A communication breakdown caused by the sender. Another demonstration coming up.
And that's why I'd like to sell you an ad in our program. Will you buy one?
Sorry, I don't speak English. You speak Spanish?
Gosh, ¿Cómo está usted? That's about all I know.
Triste. Es difícil para mí hablar inglés. Aunque mucha gente hablan y entienden, ambos inglés y español. Es claro que es un asunto de escuela y interesa también, ¿no?
You gotta help me. I need a thing that'll fit in the place where the thingamajig goes in this way in the pipe. Yeah?
Thing? Place? Thingamajig? Could you be talking about the threaded bushing that joins the pipe and the inlet valve just above the elbow?
Bushing? Inlet valve? Elbow? We're not communicating.
He doesn't have the right vocabulary, so I don't know what he wants.
Messy. And for another example, hey, Dad, can I borrow some bread so I can take this cool chick on a big blast?
Bread, cool chick, blast. Now, why couldn't he ask me for some long green to paint the town red with his hot tomato?
Long green? Paint the town red? Hot tomato?
We're not communicating. You see, the sender has to send the message in a code that the receiver understands.
Este es comunicación. And on with our story. You need to help me. There's this program I want you to buy an ad for, and it'll give us money and it'll really help us out in this next. Do you think you could... What? Are you selling something? Yeah, I want you to buy an ad. Hear the problem? Well, actually, you can't hear it because the sender is speaking too softly. I really need some help. You gotta buy this ad for me. If a sender can't make a message heard when spoken or read when written, there isn't much chance for communication. Can it be that my speech habits are getting in the way of communication? What's this? Speaking softly is not the only problem. Whatever can that mean?
I'm selling ads for my school play program.
Yes?
Would you like to buy an ad for the school play program? It's for a good cause.
No, just go away.
Why do people react so badly to me as a sender? Could it be? Yes. Speaking too loudly may have caused a communication barrier. And look.
Hey, man. I'm talking about ads for the school play. You want to buy one for the program?
What did you say?
Hey, man. You know, the play at school. The school play. You want to buy an ad?
Nad? Nad? Young man, your poor speech habits are obstructing communication.
Communication? What's communication?
For effective spoken communication, the sender has to speak clearly, loud enough, but not too loud. He has to send the whole message, and he has to do it in a pleasant, easy-to-understand way. Maybe like this.
The ad you buy will reach the people all throughout our town.
It'll tell them what you're selling and invite them, come on down.
Advertising gets you customers who smile instead of frown. So will you buy an ad?
Would you like to buy an ad, ma'am?
If you don't, you'll make us sad, ma'am.
I don't want to be a bad man, so I'll help. You're such good kids. As a receiver, I must say they got through to me. I understood the message. They were good senders.
Friends, you've seen some no-nos about being a sender. For some super spectacular yes-yeses, notice first that an effective sender tailors his message to fit a particular receiver.
Being in the theater business yourself, you know how important school productions can be. Have you seen any of our plays?
Yes, I've seen a few, but not in a few years, though. My kids are all in college now.
Which of the school plays do you remember?
By asking questions, the sender can personally involve the receiver. Rock!
Here are some pictures from last year's play. And this is the program. You can see how nice the ads look. We try to do a good job.
Visual aids can help a sender communicate, but they shouldn't take attention away from the verbal message, which is...
Well, young man, you've made your point. Not only do I understand your message, but I'm also persuaded by it. I'll buy an ad. He's a good sender. He knows how to make eye contact, and he knows how to listen to the person with whom he's trying to communicate. You see, a good sender looks for clues to see how his message is getting through. This is called feedback. Information the receiver feeds back to the sender. Here's how it's used. Actors make a lot of money. Why should I support them?
He thinks I've been talking about professional actors, not our own neighborhood school. I'll have to be a better sender, make it clear to him.
Sorry, I don't speak English.
If he understood, I think he'd support us. I'll have to send the message in Spanish or get someone who can.
Here's your advance payment, and please let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
He wants to help us. Well, a lot of people come to his theater. Maybe we could ask him to help us with the advertising.
Sure, I'll put up your poster. It'll help you as senders to get your message across to a lot of people. And it'll help us right now to review what we've already learned about being an effective sender, like this.
Sing clearly and use good speech technique.
Have a clear message in mind and watch how loudly you speak. Tell the message to the receiver and use feedback.
Because
It's send. Communication has no end. It ends now that we've made our point. And wherever we go, you will always know we are senders, and this is our song.